Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and today we're talking about the Titan Engine by Esenthel. Now this one is the most powerful game engine in the world. Yeah, it's not even my claim, it's definitely not my claim. That's literally what they say on their homepage. Titan Engine, developed by Esenthel, is the most powerful game engine in the world. Is it? God, no, not even close. I don't know how they can even pretend to claim that. In a world where Unreal Engine, etc. exists, that one is pretty crazy. But what Esenthel actually kind of is, I guess it's called the Titan Engine now, is a really interesting product for one type of developer, and that is the person who wants to learn C++, who wants to work directly in C++, because the ultimate coding behind this is all done in C++, and honestly, it may be one of the simplest ways to get started doing 3D work in C++ that exists. On top of that, it's available on a wide variety of platforms. It's got a number of features that you've got built in, so you've got a full editing environment here, a number of different graphical rendering features, and so on. A number of different file formats supported, so you can import FBX, DAE, OBJ, 3DS, and so on. And then physics is in there. It's got a GUI system, networking, sound, miscellaneous other stuff in there as well. It's actually a pretty robust feature set. But the question is, in this world full of game engines, why would you choose Esenthel? Now you can actually see there's a couple titles made with it, and truth of the matter is, it's not going to blow your mind, but it does show it can create full functioning games. And you know what? Published games are published games. Now the other thing you're going to want to be aware of is this. So this is actually a commercial game engine. So it's a 5% royalty when you sell your game. Now I think the majority of people actually checking this one out will be using the free version. And again, the niche for this one is if you want to script something like a hobby project using C++, the Titan Engine actually could be a good fit for you. Is it the most powerful game engine in the world? No, it's not. So let's go ahead and check it out. So you see over here, this is your editing environment. You've got both the world kind of editing environment that you would expect, like over here, for placing entities in the world. So come over here and we'll open up a sample. There you see the sample environment with a person in place. You can go ahead, collect and move things, place entities in the world. You can preview objects by mousing over them over here. You can add an object into the world by drag and drop. So world creation is actually pretty simple. The UI here, again, is a little bit on the clunky side. You also have terrain system in here, so you can add in a new terrain system, draw level height maps over there. You've got water, waypoint systems, and so on, and you can run your game directly from here. But the part where I think people are going to find this most interesting is let's go and take a look at the code. So here is a basic app. This is literally hello world style coding. Now I don't think that I can actually, no, I can't make this bigger. So I'll have to, well, I can make it big to this point. But what you can actually do is go down here. Again, the UI isn't incredibly obvious here, but you can actually open it up in your editor of choice. So I think it's here. Nope, I was wrong. Again, not in the most intuitive user interface you've ever seen. Here's a tool for actually doing various different builds. But over here, you can open this code up in Visual Studio, and you get an idea of exactly what a sample project looks like. And again, if you want to start working with C or C++, this is really straightforward and simple starting point. So you can see opened up over here. Let's go check out our source code, main, like so. So you can see all you're doing is initialization before the engine starts, on init, shutdown, update. So each frame, you're going to check for the escape key and return false. And here, draw clear the azure color and draw the text hello on screen. So we go back on over here to our editor. This guy selected over here. We'll go hit the play button. It will go ahead and run it. And then boom, there is how easy it is to actually create your first application using C++. So I think that's where the appeal is on. There's a lot of jank here for sure. But at the same time, so let's go down here and say, I don't know, we'll do the animations example, I think. We'll try that one. We'll set that as our, oops, come on, here. So you can see the code for doing animation management. Again, really straightforward in terms of what you actually do here. And here is, again, initialization code. You can see how you access things like the game world objects, create the physics over here, setting up a camera, each update, check for escape, update the frame right there to where the camera is, render, draw the screen out. Here's your animation code, responding to various different key presses. Again, it's super simple code. And it's C and C++. So you get this world building-ish tool that we've got going on over here. So we got this world builder over here, and you can load in a level super easy from it. So like this demo here, I think right here, world, they show it. This is actually the process of loading the world. So you see here, game.world.new, worlds.sample. So literally you just send in sample world over here, and that's the code required to do it. Very easy to work with in that regard. Again, there's a lot of jank. Definitely a lot of jank going on here. I don't see a lot of people paying for this engine. Again, I guess if you created a project, if you liked the workflow and then you decided you wanted to publish what you did, hey, you're giving up 5% of what you make. It's basically the standard rate for Unreal Engine, Flax, and a couple others. And basically, you're not paying anything unless that's the case. Although you do need to be a backer if you want to get access to the source code for this particular project. Now, again, this is just ludicrous, absolutely, utterly ludicrous. But there is something here, and that's why I am bothering to mention it. It is another game engine option out there, and I think, again, the big appeal to it is that it makes this C++ very easy to work with. So if you wanted to like play around and get a little bit better at using C++, for example, this could be a good engine in that regard. I can't think of any other super easy to use C++ 3D game engines that I could recommend in this compatibility, like in this capacity. So yeah, that is it. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, it is available at esenthel.com. It is called the Titan Engine now. Again, I covered it in the past. It was just Esenthel back then. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. Could you see this being, actually, nobody is going to say that this is, but is this the most grandiose claim you have ever seen a game engine make in your life? Or can you think of something more? I honestly can't, but I'm curious what you think. Again, look past the obscene marketing and the jank, and there's actually something really cool here for a very limited niche audience. So let me know what you think. Comments down below. I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.